Are you still looking at me? Are you still looking at me?
Welcome back to my channel. This is your brother Ugo Austin. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe and click the bell button if you are a regular visitor. This is to get notification when next I upload a new video. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for stopping by. On today's topic, we'll be looking at the restrictions placed on your UK visitor's visa. Okay, as a visitor, there are things that you are not allowed to do while you are in the UK. You have some rights and you have some restrictions. Okay, and some of these restrictions, when you look at your visa, you see them written boldly. Okay, so some of these things are the things we'll be discussing. Now, the purpose of your coming to UK is to leave immediately after your holiday or after your visit, this video is basically not for you. However, you can still learn from it. Okay, now this video is basically for those who are coming into UK or who are already in the UK with a visitor's visa, but they have intention of staying back. They don't want to go back to their country. Okay, this video is basically for you. Now, point one of the things that you are not allowed to do while you are in the UK is to stay over 6 months. Visitor's visa comes in 6 months minimum, 2 years, 5 years. Okay, now if your visa is 6 months and you come into UK, you are expected to leave immediately after that 6 months, or you're expected to leave after your holiday, be it 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. And you must have demonstrated this during your application. For the entry clearance officer to grant your visa, he must have been convinced beyond reasonable doubt that, look, this person has intention of leaving after his or her holiday. So this is one of the restrictions on your visa. Okay, now the second restriction on your visitor's visa is you cannot extend your visitor's visa while you are in the UK. You must go back to your country, okay, to extend your visitor's visa. Now the third one, when you look at your visitor's visa, it's written boldly there, no recourse to public fund. This simply means while you are in the UK, you cannot receive public fund. You cannot receive pay from any UK source. Okay, so what do I mean? When you come into UK, some people get stranded. Maybe their circumstance changed, okay, and they find themselves in a difficult situation, and before you know it, they start seeking for help. If you find yourself in that situation and you receive a public fund, you violated the restriction on your visa, and when next you apply, your visa will be refused. Okay, let's take another scenario. You visited UK, and before the end of your stay in the UK, you became ill, rushed to the hospital. Then according to law, and if you wish to come to UK next time, as soon as after your treatment, ask them how much do you need to pay. Okay, you need to pay for your treatment. Okay, if you don't pay for that treatment and leave the country and you want to apply to come back to UK, to extend your visa is likely to be refused. There is no two ways about that, because you used public fund. The fourth restriction, you are not permitted to take any employment. You are not permitted to work. Okay, you can never take either paid or unpaid employment while you are in the UK with a visitor's visa. So, but some people do work anyway. So I will come to that. That will be on my next video. So you are not allowed to work. Another restriction on your visitor's visa is you are not allowed to produce goods or provide services while you are in the UK. When you do this, you are violating the restriction. Also, another restriction on your visitor's visa is you are not allowed to marry or form a civil partnership. Okay? You are not allowed to give notice of marriage or give notice of civil partnership. The only people that can get married in the UK are people with the right visa route. Okay, if you are here as a student or you are here using another route other than visitor's visa, you can give notice of marriage. You can get married. You are allowed to marry or allowed to form a civil partnership. But with visitor's visa, you are not allowed. Okay, so don't think, yeah, I'm coming into UK with a visitor's visa, and if I see a woman, I'll get married to that person. Or if I see a man, I'll get married to him. No. There is a restriction that you are not allowed to do so. And there is no registrar's office. There is no government body that will allow you to do that. Hence, you've got this type of visitor's visa as your permission to be in the UK. Now, the last point or the last restriction on your visa, which I've already stressed in the beginning, you are not allowed to receive free medical care. Okay? Free medical care. When you receive a free medical care, this is you receiving a public fund. Okay? This is you receiving money from the government. This is you receiving money from taxpayers, which you are not allowed. And when you receive medical care, medical treatment from any hospital, you need to pay. And I strongly advise you need to pay, because in your next application or your next extension, when you go to your country and you want to extend your visa, guess what happened? You will be asked if you have received medical treatment in the UK or you have paid for your medical treatment. And if the answer is yes, you've received medical care in the UK, and no, you didn't pay, your visa will be, your application will be refused. Okay, so please, I'm not saying when you come into UK you fall sick that you shouldn't go to hospital. No, when you go to hospital, try and make a payment. Okay, the free medical care here in the UK are for British citizens and for people who are already settled in the UK. Even students and other visa routes, they pay NHS subcharge. This is another indirect way of paying for their medical treatment. Even if you haven't got the whole money, you can enter into payment plan with the hospital. Payment plan means you agree that on so day you'll be paying bits and bits of this money until you finish paying it. So try and be making payments so that next time you want to come into UK, you'll be granted, your application will be granted. If you think that you are smart, get into UK, come to UK, receive medical treatment and go back, you didn't pay. And on your application, they ask you, have you paid for your medical treatment? You said yes, or you said no. Have you visited hospital? You said no. Your name is on the system. It's already on the system. When you refuse to pay, visited UK after your medical treatment, you left without paying, the hospital forwards your name to Home Office. So they have your name as someone who is owing UK. Okay, so next time your visa will never be granted, believe you me. Now, if you are coming into UK to stay after the end of your visa, I'm not advising you not to. Okay, I am trying to give you the information that you need to know before coming into UK and before making a decision to overstay your visitor's visa. So you know the best route to come into UK if you intend to stay in the UK. Don't come in using a visitor's visa. If you come into UK and you plan to overstay your welcome, if you plan to overstay your visit, I bet the life that you think to have here in the UK might be more hostile So I'm not advising you to overstay your visitor's visa. Okay, thank you. Please, if you have any question or you need to add, please let's do that using the comment section. Whatever that you need to know, whatever that is unclear to you, please feel free, leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you very much.